fastest show in sports.
There was a time, those of you youngins in the audience who may not remember, when a nationally celebrated magazine, it was made of paper. You had to actually open it up and you could read what was inside and you could look at the real pretty pictures in it as well. When a magazine came out with a swimsuit issue every year, a magazine that covered sports, and they had an issue just with women in the swimsuit issue, and it wasn't anything about sports whatsoever. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more, had nothing to do with sports. But then all of a sudden there was the fear. Oh my God, what are you doing? You're objectifying women. This is a bad thing. This is not sports. This is women in swimsuits. This is sex. Yes, it is. Don't fear it. Sex sells. And as a matter of fact, when it comes down to Sports Illustrated right now, this is the 2025, just two of the covers. Salma Hayek there, who is now Salma Hayek Pinot, I guess that's her married name, and Olivia Munn. For those of you watching on the YouTube channel, you can see them. This is a sports publication which actually is not nearly as popular as it once was. Sports Illustrated is still trying to hang on by its thumbnails, and they still have the swimsuit issue. It's not about sports at all. It's about sex. Mike, there's the next thing. When it comes down, and you can correlate this to cheerleaders. Why are the cheerleaders there? Sex. That's if it wasn't about sex, they'd be in long pants and sweatpants and sweatshirts. They're not. They're in short shorts. They show their breasts. Oh my God, they're showing breasts. It is about sex. But Mike, again, we're at this. I caught this. The swimsuit issue came out earlier this year. And it's again part of some social media campaigns where people are going, this is a terrible use of sport. This is not sports. This is objectifying women. It's a pretty girl. What's the big deal?
It is objectifying women, but it's sort of under the banner of it was grandfathered in years ago. I don't know, whether it's softcore porn or not. You can choose.
It probably is.
You could choose to not order it. You could choose not to order it. I mean, but we've come so. It's funny. What's sad about the Sports Illustrated thing, and on our continuing quest to talk about journalism and how it's almost dead, is. I wrote a piece for Sports Illustrated. I was going to write a big one. Then they told me to hold off because they had some new owner that was going to buy in, and it was some hedge fund manager, and basically
usually
the only thing left at Sports Illustrated are these sports blogs, these little fan blogs, and the swimsuit issue. That's all they got left. It's
pretty
sad.
Much.
It used to be the Bible of sports journalism, but that's another story.
My point is here, let's not fear the swimsuit issue. It is what it is.
And plus,
it's pretty girls in swimsuits, and okay.
Yeah, ESPN Magazine... ESPN Magazine had the body issue. Do you remember that? And
yes.
And they had like a trans person in the swimsuit issue. And they had guys in the swimsuit issue, like, Bryce Harper was almost naked or something in one of the issues.
No, wasn't there one time when they did basically use body paint and the models were indeed naked, but it was covered by the body paint?
Yeah. And the one time that nobody laughed at me at an ESPN Magazine meeting when I got in there was a woman named Marie Donovan. She was like really smart. She was an executive. And I went up to her and I said, if we really want to push this envelope on the body issue, I'd like to volunteer for the dad bod issue. And she didn't even laugh.
Oh,
and I knew then that we were in trouble because the dad bod issue would sell.
You and Luka Doncic, you can all put your dad bods up there, man.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute,
Luka Doncic.
That's not a bad idea though in the first place. Because if we're going to talk about, and I know there's people who are angry about the swimsuit issue. I know there are those who say, wait a minute, Ed, they are objectifying women, whatever you want to use. They're making fun of them. They're getting paid for it, I guess. But whatever it is, I understand, and I'm not going to downgrade how you feel. Let's go ahead and have the fat guy sports fan issue. I mean, let's put guys out there who are 372 pounds. Let's put a bag of Doritos on their chest. Let's give them a bottle of Bud Light or Michelob Ultra, and let's put them out there. Why not?
Yeah.
I'll bet you it would sell out.
Yeah, no, like Alex Jones could go on. I mean, you could think of all the
God, now that's
people that need to mix in a salad. Okay, yeah, okay. No, I'm not scared of the swimsuit. There's no fear of me getting the swimsuit issue.
But
Given
let me
that my
just but,
fir-
well, let
my
me
my
back up on
my
the other side though, Mike. Okay, to make sure that we hit both ends of this argument, should we not have a swimsuit issue? I mean, again, as I point out, there are those people who would say all you're doing is you're looking at women's bodies, you're not paying attention to who they are or what they are,
I
and
don't
you're making $1 off women's bodies. In 2025, have we reached the point where there should be no more swimsuit issue? I mean, this is a debate that's gone on for 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like if you ever went out with a model, Ed, and luckily I have, because you see I went out with one in New York. She was in the Ford modeling agency. I I shouldn't mention her name here, but I will. No, I won't. I won't
Nah, I don't
embarrass
do
her.
that.
But she at any rate, I
Because
went
then
out with
she's
her
going to
for a
be
while.
hounded by
She was
people who are
upset.
going to go,
She was
they're
like,
going to put up a
she was
picture of you. They'll take a picture of you from the show and they'll show it to her and they go, you dated this?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I had
Be
no
careful.
business, but she was so insecure about this little mole on her back, and like I was like, Elizabeth, oh shoot, that was her name. You're stunning. Why would you even worry about it? And so, but the bottom line is this: that's a career for a lot of women. Modeling is a career. It's part of the. It's why we buy Versace. It's why we buy all the brands that we buy. It's a modeling is a thing now. We hopefully we have more healthier models now that aren't there and they shouldn't be on those specials. Ginny, eat something. I mean, maybe there's less anorexia going around, and maybe there's more full-bodied models that look like real people. But either way, it's modeling. Who cares? It's I don't see.
Well, this is
I
this
mean,
whole
you want if
ridiculousness
we
that
want to have
comes
yeah if
from.
we want to have an argument about like Pornhub, and these are the things that shouldn't be on Pornhub. Yes, okay. They're like, children, anybody that looks like they might be under 18, take them off.
Well, that's obvious.
Anybody that's choking somebody. No, that's not how real relationships
Indeed.
work, you know? So that kind of stuff, yeah, but swimsuit issue, no, who cares?
It's swimsuits. That's all it is. Look, all of a sudden we're going to start banging into the whole Sydney Sweeney argument that's going on in America right now,
Yeah, that's
which is the stupidest line of bullshit I have heard in a long
no, like
time.
yeah, as as liberals, and I guess I count myself a liberal in this country. As liberals, if we've learned anything the last couple years, we probably need to pick our arguments and our fights a little more wisely from now on. Because if everything, it's like if
Everybody
everything is
does.
racist, if everything is racist, nothing is racist. That's what the other side thinks, and then they have a permission to get really ugly. We need to like pick our fights more wisely.
Stop getting all upset about women who are actively and willingly appearing in an issue that looks at them in swimsuits and
Yeah,
whether or not there's guys out there on the cheerleading field. Stop worrying
exactly.
about this absolute nonsense. I mean,
So I
we're
have no
doing it here
fear. I
because
have
that's
no
what we do.
fear.
We do entertainment here. That's part of what we do. We talk about these things. But we didn't make this up and we didn't start this. It's all out there and it has to come out. And one time we talk about it, that's it. We blow it off. But this is a show where you're allowed to talk about things like this. National news networks? Stop. Come on. There's local news networks. There's more important stuff to do than this. And you really should be paying more attention. Maybe if you paid more attention to the more important stuff that's in the local issues and the national issues, we wouldn't be in the mess that we're in right now.
That's all, folks.